up, y'all? Happy Friday. Make it a great weekend. Remember to be a leader, not a follower. Remember to set your own trends and not follow all of the trends. In this video, I want to talk about Mr. Charleston White. Charleston White is an interesting guy. And despite all of the controversy around him, the character that he plays, this man still drops gems. He drops information, and he reveals things that go on in our community that a lot of people don't want to accept and don't want to talk about. But he uses the character to draw people in so he can have a big enough crowd to drop his little gems on y'all and spoon feed some people with the information that people need to know. And you can say what you want to say about Charleston White, but Charleston White, he truly cares about the black community. He cares enough about the black community that he will expose things going on in the black community in order to clean up the black community and to help the black community get their act together. And that is what a lot of other men who have platforms or have the fame that he has right now are not doing. Everybody else just want to be on code. They want to say what everybody else would feel is acceptable. They want to, these other guys, these on these big platforms, they're going to tell people what they want to hear. And they don't want to tell people what they need to hear because they're scared of losing their audience, losing their subscribers, the crowd, the popularity, and the fame. But the crazy thing with Charleston White is he can care less whether you like him or not. He can care less if you follow him or not, if you support him or not. He knows his purpose. He knows his role, and he knows the character he plays is the perfect marketing scheme to not only draw money and attention to himself, but to, help awaken the people. But in order for him to do that in this corrupt industry that, he's in, he has to put on a persona. He has to play a character to keep people interested in what's the next thing he has to say. So Charleston White knows exactly what he's doing. I support what he's doing because at the end of the day, I see the bigger picture of what his purpose is and why he says what he says and does what he does. It's funny how a lot of these other guys on these platforms, big platforms, have exposed themselves and have shown that they are trying to catch. They have shown that they are willing to try to gain some clout off of going after Charleston White. Trying to basically discredit him and make it seem like, he's no good to the black community. He's a cancer. Let's cancel Charleston White. But really, that you can't cancel Charleston White because Charleston White is in his own lane. And he knows that what he's doing, a lot of other black men on these big platforms are not brave enough to do. They don't have enough balls to do it. They're so worried about what sponsorships they might lose, what the support that they might lose. But the fact that Charleston White can be himself and do what he do and still manage to have the clout that he has, generate the numbers, the views, the money. It goes to show you he's doing something right. And it's just sad that some people out here, they so focused on what he's saying or how he acts that they ain't even paying attention to what he be saying. Like, if you listen to the conversation Charleston White has and the stuff he talks about, man, this man be on point. You can't deny it. But people are so obsessed with attacking the character that he plays that they're just trying to they would try to diminish and try to take away from the value and the substance of what he talks about or what he even does in communities. This is why these people can't touch Charleston White, because Charleston White, he's a living example of a real, true black activist. Minus the, I don't know what his deal is with this, Confederate flag clothing he sometimes has on, or some of this other stuff that he do. Sometimes he be coming off as, a coon. Some things he may do or say, but overall, I support the truth that he speaks in regards to the black people. And if Charleston White really did not care, he wouldn't say nothing about the things that's going on, that's affecting us. If he truly didn't care, like the old school parents, if I didn't care, I wouldn't say a damn thing to you. I would let you just run amok and just do what you do. But Charleston White, he knows his purpose and he's living out his purpose. And I respect that. I respect that he's standing on his square. He's not going to sell himself short. He's not going to sell himself out, to gain more clout. Because he's already gained clout off of just being who he is. He's pretty much a one of a kind when it comes to the way he operates. So, don't hate the messenger. Hate the message. And if you hate the message, you got to ask yourself, why do I hate this message? If this message is truth, this message is true, and this message is something that can help to improve our community and help to elevate us and reveal to us what we are struggling on as a people in our community, why are we not... why are we tearing this man down? Why are we trying to crucify him? Despite the character he puts on. Can you look beyond the character and the persona that he puts out there? And can you see what he is actually doing? If you can't see that, if all you can do is just focus on the character, then you have to question your own character. What type of person are you then? Because he's doing more great things for the black community than any of these other people that y'all admire and idolize. So until y'all's idols step up to the plate like Charleston White, leave Charleston White alone.